Hey, it's BT. What's going on? I was on some Jason Bourne shit this week, so I didn't get a chance to see the Brno Grand Prix live. Live. So I just watched it. I'm in the airport. I'm in the Miami airport. Actually, it's none of y'all's business where I'm at. But I'm at the airport right now, at the Miami airport, and I just watched all 3 races, and I cannot wait to get to this review. Never mind the voice in the back. They always talk when I'm talking. How rude is that? Forget these people in their flights. I gotta do this review for you people. Right? Anyway, let's get to Moto 3. Moto 3, I actually watched the races, Moto GP, Moto 2, and Moto 3. And actually they went from okay to damn to oh damn. Moto 3, wow. And I do mean wow. That race, by the way, Rodrigo, he's okay. The one the red flag was thrown for. He was in the ambulance. He's okay. He's good. So I can talk about the race and have fun with it because he's okay. I think he had a concussion, but he's all right. So let's get to the race. What a great race it was. Actually, the red flag reduced that race from 19 laps to 12 laps. And man, that was a damn good race. Let me tell you something. You know, I don't know who watches this, but in America, the big debate is whether the kids should get participation trophies. Let me tell you something. If you're in the top 9 in Moto 3, with the top 9 separated by less than a second, you deserve a participation medal. Actually, they get points, so I guess that's their participation medal. But that race was crazy. Man, props to Niccolo Antonelli getting his first victory. And the kid, first victory, 19, and he acted like, yeah, you know, it's what we do. Edapazzi. But it was a great race. Good way to go to him. Especially he's rocking the fro. I like it. He's rocking the old Valentino Rossi fro from back when he was like 19. So what it is about Italian kids and fros? They got like afros when they're small. It's kind of cool. They got afros. They rock. Oh, if he had a pick and a green and red like stick in it, like back in the day, like in the 70s, like Soul Brother #1. That would be so awesome. I mean, if he won, he had it like this. Remember, Simucelli had it, Rossi had it, and now Antonelli has it. I love that. Anyway, I got way off track. But anyway, it would be kind of cool if he did rock a pick, and he was like on the podium doing this. Like, yeah, man, it was cool. You know, my first victory. You know. But anyway, I thought it was great. Antonelli, props to him. That whole race was great. Danny Kent. I mean, I still think he's gonna win it, but you kind of gotta go, It's like he told his crew, like, hey, listen, your fault last week, this week, my fault. So we're good. Okay, we're good. So he's going to take it, to me, he's going to take it to the British Grand Prix in 2 weeks. He's going to do the business, and it's going to be over by then. But I kind of like that he stumbled a little bit. He stumbled 2 weeks in a row. Ilia Bastianini is this close to getting his first victory. This close. Oh, trust your head. Like this close to getting his first victory. Props to that guy, Ilia Bastianini. If he or Romano Fenati, which is weird because Fenati and Bastianini are the only Italians I know who don't have a fro. But if they start well, if they ever started well, they would finish a lot better. Matter of fact, Fenati is partners. Like Racing Rossi owns the team, so Rossi really can't say shit to him either because Rossi starts bad. He's like, I know. He can't really say shit. He said, hey, if you start better, you can finish better. And Fenati's like, really? Like you should? Like you did one time in Assen, but how about this week? So he really can't say shit. So I thought it was a great race. Props to Brad Binder. I never mentioned Brad Binder. Brad Binder did a great job. Props to that dude, man. I never mentioned him. Never. I mentioned my mama more than I mentioned Brad Binder. And I never mentioned my mama on here. And my mom don't even care what I'm doing. My mom don't even know what I'm doing. Matter of fact, my mom thinks I'm at the liquor store right now. She don't know where I'm at. Anyway, so props to Niccolo Antonelli and Brad Binder and Ilia Bastianini. His first victory is coming, and once his first victory comes, it's going to be all over. So props to those guys. Move on to Moto 2. Moto 2 was a great race. Up until the last 2 laps when you kind of realized what was going to happen. But the big surprise in Moto 2, and I got to admit, after the gap was set, I thought, okay, here we go. I heard a name. I never heard her. Alex Marquez. I go, what? I was like, what? Kind of like a cartoon. Like, what? Alex Marquez came this close to getting the podium. Props to that guy. He's getting it. And he's getting it the way I think a team would want you to get it. He's gradually getting it. I think he got 9th place last week, 4th place this week. So he's getting it at the end of the season, which means next season, Next season, he's going to be hard to beat, Mexico. Congratulations to Alex Marquez. Alex Rins was smooth. Couldn't catch up with Tito. I'm not even going to say his last name. Couldn't catch up with Tito. And props to Johan Tight Shoes Zarco. That guy, I mean, you got to give it to him. Zarco is on a charge. He means business in this championship. The championship is his. And he has a chance to go Moto GP next year, but he's kind of getting cocky, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't really have, what rides are out there for me? I mean, I might as well come back to Moto 2. And I'm like, really? Really tight shoes? Actually, he's like, I don't know. I mean, what rides are out there for me? Oh, my feet. But he did a good job. He did the business. Good for him. If you get a chance to go Moto GP, tight shoes, go to Moto GP and figure it out later. You know what I mean? Seriously. But then again, maybe you should wait for KTM. Wait for KTM. Who knows? But props to those guys. Props to Johan Tight Shoes Zarco. And he did the flip again. Now he's getting all cocky. Did you see him? He was like, could you guys look out? I'm going to do the flip. And he said, move. And he made a move and he did the flip. And it was a great backflip. So props to Johan Zarco. If the championship is his, move it on to Moto GP. Let me tell you something. As a kid, as a man, I don't know if you guys have gotten any ass whoopings. Like, I've gotten ass whoopings my whole life. And I remember wrestling in high school. There was this guy I was supposed to beat, and I was licking my chops. I was going to beat him and go to the finals and wrestle another guy. Well, this guy beat the brakes off. He beat me so bad. Like, even my coach said, hey, man, I'm sorry. That's how bad he beat me. My coach never said that. He said, hey, I'm sorry. Even the guy that beat me, he goes, hey, I'm sorry. That's how bad when the guy that beat you says, hey, I'm sorry, he beat my ass. That's the kind of ass whooping Lorenzo put on Rossi and Marquez. Marquez was on his ass, and Lorenzo beat him by 2.8 seconds. I mean, that's to beat Marquez. And Marquez said he's going to go for it. He's got nothing to lose, and he gets beat by 2.8 seconds. I got to give it to Lorenzo, man. And I mean, and honestly, with Lorenzo, I always go, okay, good for Jorge. And then he celebrates, and I go, you know what? That's why I don't want you to win. But something about his celebrations, they always rub me the wrong way. I don't know why. I like Jorge. I really do. I like Jorge. I saw him at the Indy GP after party. But something about his celebrations, they always make me go, you know what? That's why I don't want you to win. But after the race, if you saw Rossi was like, yeah, well, I didn't think I could catch those guys anyway. I had a bad start, but I mean, and he was defeated. And Marquez was like, hey, I couldn't have caught that guy. The only way they could have beat Jorge, if they would have set his alarm clock for like 30 minutes late, and they would have switched his shoes out and had him give the Johan Zarco shoes, because Jorge would have been Jorge Tight Shoes Lorenzo, and he would have had. Either way, it wouldn't have mattered. Jorge was on it this weekend. Marquez did the best he could. And Marquez, the great thing about Marquez is he tried to make it look good by saying, you know what, I cut the distance to Rossi's lead. Yeah, but dummy, you also increased the lead. So Jorge is leading now. So it's like you decrease the lead. But anyway, props to the hammer. He laid it down. Lorenzo laid it down. I got to give it to Pedrosa. Pedrosa came through like a champ. I mean, granted, he had a high side. He crashed hard, so I can't really give it to him that bad. He crashed hard, and he was lucky to even race. He saw him get off the bike. He was limping, and he started way off the grid. You go, okay, he's done. But he came through like a champ. He battled hard with Dovey. So props to him. I hated to see my boy Crutchlow go out, and also Maverick Vinales. I think Vinales would have been at least 7th. I really think so, man. But I don't know how it happens to the best, though. Even the best fall down sometimes. And that's what happened to him. So I thought the races were okay. I think Moto 3 was the best race. That was one of the greatest races for the whole thing. For the whole Moto 3 is always good, though. But the other one, I think they definitely had the best race the day. Second best race was Moto 2. Moto GP is GP. Props to Marquez for trying to keep up with Lorenzo, but you got to give it to Lorenzo. Racer of the race, Moto GP. Racer of the race, Moto GP. Actually, I kind of got to go. I got to go with Lorenzo. He beat Marquez by 2.8. Got to give it to Lorenzo, but Pedrosa for showing some sack and doing what he had to do. Moto 2, I got to give it to Alex Marquez. Marquez came out of nowhere, almost got a podium. He's getting better every week. Give it to Alex Marquez. So good for little Alex. You want to squeeze his cheeks, go, there, my buddy, way to go, Alex. You're going to be a big boy. You do a big boy thing. So props to Alex Marquez. And Moto 3, you got to give it to Antonelli. Good for him, man. Guys crashed out. He had a hard time. So props to Antonelli. I got to get out here. It's almost 10 minutes, so I got to go. I got to catch this plane anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will talk to you guys for the British GP. All right. I hope you guys listen to my podcast with Alan Lane. All right, for Sportback Inc. magazine. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I'm BT. Listen to the GPBT podcast also. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day. Bye. See ya, peace.